80 million years ago, something enormous moved beneath ancient seas. Silent, patient, watching above. This was Elasmosaurus, a marine reptile with a neck longer than any predator before it. It ruled coral kingdoms, drifting through oceans full of prehistoric life and moving prey. Its neck moved like a living serpent, reaching hunting layers other predators never touched. But even giants were never alone. The ocean hid larger shadows, waiting. Through reef mazes, Elasmosaurus hunted with stealth, not speed. It could erupt from the seabed, striking before prey sensed danger. Underwater forests gave perfect camouflage, turning the hunter nearly invisible. Entire rivers of fish migrated across these seas, and Elasmosaurus followed them. Not everything was prey. Some migrations were simply watched, waiting. Its powerful tail created spinning currents, driving prey into chaos. Sometimes, death drifted toward it, and the hunter became a scavenger. Volcanoes erupted beneath the sea, but Elasmosaurus kept hunting. Then came real danger. Mosasaurus, faster, larger, brutal. Survival meant knowing when to dive, disappearing into darker water. At night, glowing plankton turned the ocean into stars, revealing hunters. Beneath tectonic scars, Elasmosaurus crossed landscapes older than continents. Graveyards of extinct shells drifted silently. Proof no ruler survives forever. At sunrise, the ocean looked peaceful, but hunters were already awake. And when the strike finally came, it was fast, violent, unstoppable. These creatures lived in a vast inland sea, the Western Interior Seaway, splitting ancient North America in two. For millions of years, their bodies sank into sediment, until science uncovered their hidden story. Elasmosaurus had more than 70 neck vertebrae, an extreme design never repeated again. It evolved from earlier plesiosaurs, slowly transforming into a master of long-distance hunting. Powerful muscles surrounded its skeleton, built for endurance, not explosive speed. 4 giant flippers moved like underwater wings, allowing smooth and efficient swimming. Its body balanced perfect buoyancy, floating effortlessly between ocean layers. Its jaws were long and narrow, designed to snap quickly around fast prey. Its teeth were sharp, built for gripping slippery fish, not crushing bone. At full size, Elasmosaurus rivaled modern whales, yet hunted in completely different ways. It thrived inside shallow epicontinental seas, warm, rich, and filled with life. Seasonal currents guided migrations, and Elasmosaurus followed those invisible highways. Ammonites filled these oceans, forming a massive foundation for the marine food chain. Elasmosaurus constantly scanned water layers, searching for movement, vibration, opportunity. Every hunt and every death slowly built the fossil layers scientists discover today. Its neck could bend with remarkable flexibility, but required precise muscular control. Scientists still debate reproduction, but many believe it protected live-born young. Even storms could not stop it. Elasmosaurus navigated violent underwater turbulence. Breeding grounds likely existed in sheltered reef lagoons, where survival rates improved. Its diet included squid-like animals, fast swimmers requiring sudden precision attack. It could sense temperature shifts, helping locate prey across ocean layers. Dense marine forests gave hunting cover, turning stealth into its greatest weapon. Massive plankton blooms fed entire ecosystems, supporting predators like Elasmosaurus. Coastal estuaries created nutrient mixing zones, attracting prey and hunters together. Hydrothermal vents formed extreme habitats, yet still supported thriving marine life. Elasmosaurus coexisted with prehistoric sharks, sharing oceans through ecological balance. Jellyfish blooms offered risky feeding opportunities, requiring careful navigation. Underwater cave networks created complex hunting territories and safe refuge zones. Geological landslides reshaped seafloors, forcing predators to constantly adapt. And when migrations changed, Elasmosaurus followed, disappearing into deeper waters. Fish migrations formed narrow corridors. Elasmosaurus ambushed them where escape routes vanished. When bottom fish stirred sediment, Elasmosaurus attacked from the hidden cloud. Inside swirling bait balls, it plunged downward, scattering prey in panic. Coral caves trapped smaller animals. Elasmosaurus reached inside with surgical precision. Sometimes prey was already dying, and energy-saving scavenging became survival. Giant squid competitors fought for territory, forcing dangerous feeding standoffs. Powerful tidal currents pinned prey against reef walls, creating perfect hunting traps. Shellfish colonies hid prey, but camouflage worked both ways. Mangrove root mazes turned in the natural cages, and Elasmosaurus hunted inside them. Injured fish drifting after attacks became easy, but unpredictable opportunities. Smaller plesiosaurs competed for food, forcing territorial feeding conflicts. Entering Mosasaurus patrol zones meant immediate retreat or certain death. Underwater canyons created fish migration highways and ambush points. Fast cephalopods demanded lightning neck strikes, or they vanished instantly. Armored ammonites required crushing grip strength and precise jaw pressure. At night, glowing plankton revealed entire feeding storms. After violent storms, stunned prey drifted helplessly in chaos. Spawning events flooded oceans with eggs, and predators gathered instantly. Nursery lagoons exposed juvenile reptiles, creating rare, brutal opportunities. Collapsing algae blooms created nutrient explosions and temporary feeding frenzies. Elasmosaurus sensed prey through water vibrations, long before seeing movement. Neck sweeps across seabeds stirred hidden animals into the open. Hydrothermal vents attracted swarms of life, and feeding became explosive. Oxygen-poor layers weakened prey, but demanded risky hunting. Plankton-rich current fronts signaled massive feeding zones forming. Lightning strikes stunned fish near the surface, creating sudden feeding windows. Underwater caves trapped schooling fish, but escape paths were deadly narrow. Sinking carcasses created entire ecosystems, feeding dozens of predators at once. Upwelling currents pushed nutrients upward, triggering feeding migrations. At dusk, fish rose toward surface darkness, and predators followed. Floating vegetation mats trapped prey schools, turning surface waters into feeding traps. Elasmosaurus disrupted bait balls with body pressure, forcing chaotic separation. Broken shell trails revealed hidden feeding zones nearby. Sponge reefs created vertical hunting environments, with prey hiding in layers. Dense fish walls collapsed when Elasmosaurus charged directly through them. Flat, ray-like fish required slow shadow pursuit across sandy plains. Narrow reef passes amplified currents, pushing prey directly into predators. Cleaning stations gathered fish crowds. Temporary feeding opportunities formed. Estuary salinity changes exposed prey unfamiliar with sudden environmental shifts. Rippled seabeds revealed ancient current patterns, guiding prey migration. Migrating fish curtains moved vertically, creating moving feeding tunnels. Jellyfish swarms forced careful movement, while prey hid inside deadly tentacles. Cliff overhangs hid ambush predators and created lethal feeding risks. Ink clouds from wounded cephalopods created temporary concealment zones. Thermocline layers distorted visibility, giving stealth advantage during attacks. Crossing barren sand plains exposed Elasmosaurus to predators and starvation risk. Brushing coral branches flushed hidden crustaceans into open water. Green nutrient currents attracted entire prey ecosystems to follow drifting food. Drifting ammonite shells hinted at hidden feeding trails nearby. Surface seabirds signaled fish below, guiding Elasmosaurus toward final feeding strikes. Far across the ocean, Mosasaurus ripped through prey schools, reminding every hunter who ruled these waters. When Mosasaurus approached, Elasmosaurus didn't fight. It disappeared, diving instantly. Remaining still beside coral ridges often meant survival. Movement meant detection. Carcasses promised food, but fresh bite marks warned of predators still nearby. Crossing open ocean meant total exposure. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to escape. Watching Mosasaurus attack revealed brutal speed and overwhelming killing power. Reef labyrinths offered protection, where larger predators could not turn or chase. Diving deeper reduced predator encounters, but increased darkness and hunger. Some predators shared territory peacefully, feeding on different prey layers. Ancient seabeds carried skeletons of fallen giants, proof every hunter eventually fails. Kronosaurus patrols created pressure waves, announcing a predator too massive to challenge. Escaping often required terrain, cliffs, trenches, anything blocking direct pursuit. Narrow underwater canyons became feeding refuges, safe from enormous pliosaurs. Kronosaurus displayed dominance using explosive movement, scattering entire ecosystems. Island chains created migration shelters, temporary safe zones between predator territories. Watching Mosasaurus destroy bait balls revealed speed Elasmosaurus could never match. Sometimes survival meant hiding beneath reef shadows, waiting silently. Volcanic seep bubbles disrupted predator senses, creating temporary invisibility. Feeding near pliosaur kill sites required extreme caution or fatal mistakes. Canyon corridors prevented large predators from turning, offering escape routes. Moving into colder offshore waters reduced predator density, but prey became scarce. Scarred elders revealed survival histories, battles, escapes, endurance. Low oxygen dead zones reduced predator activity, but weakened everything living inside. Ash clouds darkened the sky, signaling environmental collapse approaching. As reef ecosystems grew silent, Elasmosaurus moved offshore, following instinct, not knowing extinction was coming. Then, the sky burned as an asteroid entered Earth's atmosphere, changing life forever. Shock waves traveled through the ocean, slamming ecosystems with unstoppable force. Tsunamis shattered coral cities, turning thriving reefs into collapsing ruins. Ash blocked sunlight, and oceans slowly turned dark and cold. Plankton died first, and with them, the foundation of the entire food chain. Ocean temperatures dropped rapidly, pushing predators into survival panic. Spawning migrations vanished, leaving feeding routes empty and silent. Acidic waters destroyed shell-building creatures, erasing entire prey populations. Oxygen levels collapsed, suffocating life across massive ocean regions. Coral reefs died, turning vibrant ecosystems into underwater graveyards. Elasmosaurus searched endlessly, but prey populations disappeared everywhere. Even giant marine predators began dying, leaving drifting carcasses across empty seas. Feeding around carcasses became desperate and dangerously competitive. Storms carried toxic debris through the water, poisoning entire ecosystems. Elasmosaurus rose towards sunlight, but found only endless, ash-darkened skies. Ancient migration highways fell silent. Life vanished from once crowded waters. Swimming grew slower, weaker, survival energy fading. Hunger and exhaustion dragged Elasmosaurus downward, toward deeper darkness. Eventually, the hunter stopped moving, resting forever on the prehistoric seabed. Sediment slowly covered its remains, preserving the story of extinction through geological time. Millions of years later, scientists uncovered bones buried beneath desert rock, revealing the return of Elasmosaurus. Carefully, fossil fragments were rebuilt, restoring one of Earth's most extraordinary ocean predators. Modern science brought it back to life, transforming fossils into living reconstructions of prehistoric oceans. Through technology and discovery, Elasmosaurus swims again, inside human imagination and knowledge. Though long extinct, its story remains, reminding us how fragile and extraordinary life on Earth truly is.